Afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all well and looking forward to our wonderful webinar on luxury this afternoon. I'm going to just give you a little bit of a background. We've got 5 amazing partners who are with us this afternoon. They're here to update you on all of their product and destination news and hopefully develop a stronger working relationship with you all as time goes by over the next sort of weeks and months. Okay, so let's meet them. First, let's say hello to Alex, the Senior Account Manager for Oceania Cruises. Alex, where are you?
I'm here, sorry.
There you are. There he is. Oh, he's there.
I'm
and
back,
then
I'm back. How are you guys? You're right.
Good to see you all. Right. Okay. Our second presenter is Manav. On behalf of Alula. Hello, Manav.
Hello, good to meet you all.
Okay, excellent. And third this afternoon, we're going to see Layla, who is masquerading under Rita's name on her screen. But
exactly. Hello, everyone.
It's in case she said anything wrong, it's obviously Rita's fault. So otherwise, Layla will be updating you on everything to do with Delphina Hotels and Resorts. Good to see you. I haven't seen you since Hull. I think that's right. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Life is so exciting in the fast lane here. Right, okay, our fourth presenter on behalf of Santikos Collection, Steve Stewart. How are you, Steve?
I'm very well, Simon. Nice to see everyone today.
Fantastic. Yes, good. Thank you. And our final presenter of the afternoon, scaring me by not showing up earlier, but then putting my heart back in where it should be, is Oliver on behalf of Bahia Principe. Nice to see you again, Oliver.
Yes, hello everybody. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Yes, absolutely. Well, you are here. We're going to be following our usual format as always. So each of our partners will deliver a live 10-minute presentation. Now, this is for the benefit of the presenters. It should be 10 minutes. It can be 9, but it really shouldn't be 11, 12 or 13. Otherwise, I get messages all the time on my phone going, you have to shut them up, Simon. You have to shut them up. And I don't like doing that because it's really not very nice. So please keep it to 10. If it goes to 10 minutes and 30 seconds are fine. I will appear on your screen. And no one wants that. If it gets past 10 minutes 30. And I will flash. No, I won't flash. Sorry, that's the wrong terminology. I will appear on your screen and you will know that you're running over. So if you can, keep it at 10 minutes 30 maximum, and then after that we'll go into a little Q&A. So agents, please, I know you've all got lots of things to ask people when we do our live road shows. So do please think of some questions as you're listening to these presentations. I mean, some of these guys have been doing them for an awfully long time. They know their stuff off pat. Also, I challenge you, honestly, find a question they don't know the answer to. That really makes me happy. So if you can do,
makes me nervous.
You're getting nervous now, right? Okay. But if you can do, it really is important when you're selling something that you know all the facts that the consumer, when they walk through the door, is going to ask you. So please, find out what you can do from the suppliers today. After we've done a little Q&A, and it will only be a couple of questions each, so please ask those. And then we'll find out what prize the wonderful suppliers are giving away. And then we'll move on to the next one. So it should be very exciting, very rewarding, but more importantly, very informative. So let's start our sort of afternoon now with our first presenter, with Alex. So if everyone else can mute themselves and put their screens off, and then I will start with Alex. And Alex, if you can share your screen and kick us off.
Okay, guys, here we go. So I'm sure many of you have seen me before. If not, I'm Alex from Oceania Cruises, and I'm here to just quickly tell you a little bit about the product, because let's be honest, there are a vast plethora of cruise lines out there in the marketplace vying for your business. So why should you send a guest with ourselves? Well, to my mind, there are three key reasons why we stand out head and shoulders above the rest. You can see there in front of you the finest cuisine at sea, curated travel experiences, and small ship luxury. Well, basically, just to put those three into a nutshell, we hire from the finest places around the world: Ritz-Carlton, Relais Chateau, Michelin-starred chefs, etc. When these guys come to work for us, we don't have to train them up. We show them how we do things. They go away and it's done. It's wonderful, friendly, unobtrusive service. Secondly, small ship luxury. We've got everything from guests that carry 600 people through to our larger ships that carry 1,250 guests with 850 crew at 65,000 tons. And people say to me, Al, how can you be luxury at that sort of level? Well, to put it into plain speak, ships of 65,000 tons usually carry 2,200 guests. So we're carrying 1,000 people less. So more space, larger staterooms, and most importantly, for me, more dining venues. And that takes me on to my final point, the finest cuisine at sea. That's the one thing that most people tend to know about Oceania rather above anything else. We're head and shoulders above everyone on the cuisine. We spend more than any other cruise line on the overall Epicurean experience. It's such a key part for us that we've even trademarked the finest cuisine at sea. So from that point of view, it's amazing. We have the largest plant-based menus at sea. We're the only cruise line in the world that carries full 28-day dry-aged USDA registered beef. That's the top 2% of the entire world's beef stock. All of our lobster from one farm in Maine, we're their only customer. All of our lamb from one farm in Colorado, again, we're their only customer. It's just the one thing that we won't compromise on. So me telling you that, you probably think we class ourselves with those three key points as a 6-star cruise line. We do not. We are upper premium. So we would say we sit above your sort of Cunards, Holland Americas, that sort of thing, but we would say below Regent, Silversea, etc. We're that stepping stone to ultra luxury cruising. And we do this across at the minute, we do this across 7 ships. I'll talk you through those in a little while, but we have our 4 small ships, 2 slightly larger, Marina Riviera, and then we have our new ship Vista, and she will be joined later on next year by our brand new ship Alula. She's going to be joining in 2025. Now on board, dining is included. All the specialty restaurants are included for you as well. Soft drinks are included, Vero water, teas, coffees, that sort of thing. Room service is available 24 hours a day. And in about 90% of the ports that we visit, complimentary shuttle buses will be there to run you into town or to the nearest port of call. It's entirely up to you. So we're not all inclusive, but we are more inclusive. So just to put that into context for you, whatever you see anything from us, it will include the following. So your flights will be included. Your transfers will be included. Most importantly now, since the 1st of January, gratuities are included for us as well. So there's no need to worry about tipping. Shore excursion credit will be included as well, which differentiates depending on the length of cruise. There'll be different amounts varying on the length of your cruise with us. Champagnes, wine, and beer is included as well with lunch and dinner. And if you want to upgrade that to all-inclusive at any time, you can do for just $30 per person per day. And Wi-Fi is included as well. So Starlink is included in there for you as well. So it is really a fantastic inclusive experience. And we sail pretty much all around the world. So a typical 12-night cruise, thus you're looking at 10 ports of call, 1 day at sea. Early morning arrivals, late night departures, overnight stays, that's what guests are looking for, and that's what they're going to get from a cruise with ourselves, okay? As you can see there, we already sail to over 450 ports. We've got 500 plus itineraries for you to choose from. We're on sale through until the end of 2025 at the moment. In the summer, we're in the Med, we're in the Baltic, we're in Alaska, we're in Canada and New England. And in the winter, we spread our wings and we're off into South America. We're going through the Panama Canal. We're in the Caribbean. We're in Africa. We're in Asia. We're in Australia, New Zealand. We're in Papeete as well. There really is a sailing for somebody at any point whenever you're looking. So have a look at the website and you'll be able to see a lot more detail about where we're actually sailing to. So quickly, I'll take you through the ships and you can have a look at them. So as I said, we have these 4 smaller ships, 680 guests, 400 crew, and they're absolutely gorgeous. During COVID, when we were all closed up, we weren't just sitting around twiddling our thumbs. We were out there doing a lot to these ships. They had full multi-million-dollar refurbishments where they were changed from kind of an English country hotel style on board to more of a, I suppose you could say, like a private members club. So, you know, you've got beautiful Lalique crystal chandeliers, as you can see here, wonderful Lalique staircase through the middle of the ship as you're arriving on deck 4. But there is that hark back to the old style of the ships as well. As you can see the dark woods behind you there in the grand dining room, those dark mahoganies, that gives you a style for what it used to be like. So it's sort of old meets new. And upstairs we still have the faux fireplace library, etc. So it really is a nice convivial atmosphere. The staterooms as well have been completely updated and rechanged as part of the refurbishment program. You know, lots of creams, lots of whites, blues, just making these rooms look a lot brighter and whiter, to be honest with you, because they used to be quite dark and foreboding in their previous lives. They used to have the red carpet with the gold fleck running through it, I'm sure you can imagine. But now much brighter, much lighter, and these ships are absolutely gorgeous. These 4 small ships, these tend to have the more bespoke itineraries that are going to the smaller ports of call that guests really want to get into. So think your Papitis, that sort of thing. In the Mediterranean, you're going to be talking about Monte Carlo, that sort of thing, the smaller, more boutique ports, okay? Then we have Marina and Riviera. Again, these ships, Riviera was completely refurbished last year. Marina is about to be completely refurbished in the next 2 weeks. She goes in for her refurbishment. So I'll show you what Riviera looks like, and you'll get a style for, you'll get a feel for where she's going to. All right, for where Marina will end up when she's refurbished, should I say? So again, the sort of style we've gone for here, it doesn't feel like a cruise ship. It does feel like you can be in someone's private home. You know, beautiful. The bathrooms in here are gorgeous. You know, full marble and granite bathrooms in here. Beautiful staterooms, full butler service for your penthouse suites and above, right across the fleet as well. I should tell you a little bit about the staterooms. So inside the stateroom, you've still got the same bits that everybody gets. You get the frette bathrobes, the little slippers that everybody likes to take home. It's Vulgari toiletries as standard as well. So we all smell the same, but we all smell absolutely fantastic. It really does make a difference. And then for penthouse level upwards, which is the stateroom on the right-hand side, you can see here, that is where your butler service kicks in. Okay, more information on that can be found a little bit later. And we've updated all of the owner suites as well. Our owner suites used to be designed and furnished by Ralph Lauren. They run the full width of the back of the ship. They're absolutely gorgeous. Obviously a bit time limited, so I can only show you a couple of things. Then in May of last year, we took delivery of our brand new ship Vista. Now Vista is absolutely gorgeous. She really, really is. And as I said, she's going to be joined in early 2025 by her sister ship, identical sister ship, Alula. So I'll quickly take you through this because I was on in May and it's absolutely beautiful. This pool deck is gorgeous. As you can see, those little lily pad areas that you can sit down. You've got your feet dangling in the water with an Aperol spritz. It really is. There's no place like it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And in the summer, she's going to be in the Mediterranean, and in the winter, Vista will be over in the Caribbean, and that will be the same for Alula when she joins us. Fully open seated restaurants throughout our fleet as well. This is how the grand dining room looks here. You know, there's never any tables for 10 or anything like that. You can go in for a table for 2 if you're wanting to. There's no dressing up as well. There's no black tie. We're elegantly casual on board. So it really is absolutely beautiful. This is our terrace cafe. This is our Lido style restaurant. It's buffet style, but it's not buffet service. It also has a gorgeous outside area. So if you're sitting in port, if you're sailing in, sailing out, this is a great place to sit down and just have breakfast, afternoon tea, or even dinner. It's gorgeous. Waves Bar and Grill. This is our beautiful barbecue at sea as well. Available on Vista and available fleet-wide, as is the Terrace Cafe and the Grand Dining Room, etc. Then we have our specialty restaurants. As I said to you, these are complimentary. Fleet-wide, we have our beautiful Polo Grill. This is how it looks on Vista and how it will look on Alula. And we also have our wonderful Toscana. This is our Italian restaurant on board, okay? So Polo Grill is our beautiful steakhouse. Toscana moving over will be our stunning Italian restaurant. These are complimentary for you, as I said as well, all right? And then after that, for Marina, Riviera, Vista, and Alula, we're going to have a couple of extra restaurants for you. First up, you've got beautiful Red Ginger, Thai Asian fusion, absolutely gorgeous. Ember, which is again a modern take on traditional American cuisine, if you can think there is such a thing. But again, it's a steakhouse. It's absolutely gorgeous. Vaulted ceilings in here, open kitchen, absolutely stunning. We have Aquamar Kitchen, which is a healthy lifestyle, healthy eating restaurant as well. You know, all the flavors that you'll be used to, everything tastes absolutely gorgeous, but without the calorie guilt. All right. And then we have Privé, which is our private dining venue. In here, you can hire this restaurant. It's up to 10 people who can hire it. It's absolutely stunning. We do lots of different things in here. You can do the only place in the world where you can sample 5 different vintages of Dom Perignon with a 7-course wine and food pairing menu, okay? That's just some of the things that we can offer on board here. Into some of the public spaces to show you. The Barista's Coffee Bar is available fleet-wide, absolutely gorgeous. And of course, we are the cruise line for foodies, so we were the first cruise line out there that came up with a cookery school when we launched Marina 10 years ago. And where we lead, most people tend to follow when it comes to food. So I always think imitation is a sincerest form of flattery. So we started this whole culinary thing, and it's available here on Vista. We do culinary exploration tours, etc., etc. There really is so much to tell you guys, but in just 10 minutes, I think, Si, I'm actually on the money there. So thank you all, everybody.
You are on the money completely. Really fantastic, Alex. Absolutely amazing. So, and it's because you've been so good. I'm going to ask 5 questions, but you have to
5. Okay.
5. But we're just going to go through them really quickly because they're really, really good. Everyone is saying how amazing it looks, by the way. They're not saying how amazing we look. They are saying how amazing the ship looks.
Maybe 10 years ago.
I have a terrible cold, so I certainly don't feel it. But anyway, we'll move on. So Cheryl from Access World Travel asks, is there wheelchair accessibility on board?
We do have wheelchair accessible staterooms. Yes, we do. They are limited numbers, but obviously for the newer ships, you'll get a lot more. It's going to be a little bit more up to date. The older ships, I would say potentially there is wheelchair accessible cabins, but move to the newer ships if you can.
Okay, fine. Good stuff. Claire Humphrey says, what is the exact, I'm sorry, you're going to be put on the spot here. You probably don't know it. I know you said early 25. Do you have an exact date yet for the new ship launch? Because she's got clients who want to sail June/July 25.
Yes, it has. It's going to be available in August. Alula is going to be launching. So her sailings are online. If you have a look at oceaniacruises.com, her new maiden voyage is on there because she was slightly delayed, but it is all there and available to book now. So if you've got guests who want to try Alula, have a look on the website. You'll get all the information.
Fantastic. Okay. Kelly asks, do you do ceremonies at sea?
No, unfortunately, we don't.
Okay,
That's
no,
something
that's
that we might be looking at, but right now we don't.
Okay, and until you want to hold yours, then no.
I've got my honeymoon on Vista in July, so
there you go. What more? You see, you've all learned something now that you didn't know. Book on Vista in July, and you get to share your honeymoon with Alex. There you go. Right. So Claire asks, client profile. Now I know a little bit about this because I was on Vista at a ship visit back in end of August, and I know Lou was saying that she's taken her daughter on board and what have you. And children are welcome, aren't they?
Yeah, children aren't banned. Then just not encouraged. Side. That's the way to look at it. So we have a lot of guests, particularly in the States, who take multi-generational trips. You know, they only get 2 weeks holiday a year. So mom and dad come away with gran and granddad, and they bring the kids with them. But there's no kids clubs on board. But don't worry, you know, everyone's got iPads these days. You know, as you said, Lou's daughter's been on board, and she was the star of the show. All the staff have got grandkids and children at home. You know, they look after them. They really will be. But it's just children's clubs. There's nothing at all, unfortunately.
No, I think that's fair enough. I think what you've got to do is be straight up. And,
totally.
And you've been exactly that. So everyone is welcome, but at the same time, it depends on the maturity of your child,
of course,
and how they're going to fit in. So, you know, perfect. Okay, awesome. Thank you ever so much, Alex. There are more, but because I was encouraging people to write in. There are some that are less than helpful. Philip Mannion, thank you very much for that. So you'll get some further questions which we will forward on to you.
Perfect.
But thank you everyone for taking part. Please do that with each of our presenters if you can do. I'm going to ask you one more thing if I can do. Thank you for unsharing. Please tell us, Alex, about the prize that you've got, which is an amazing prize. Always welcome at all of our events. You give these away, so they're fantastic. Tell us about that, and then tell us about your question.
Well, the question is, which is the new ship that will be joining in 2025? I think we've covered that a little bit. And the prize, the details on the prize that we're going to be giving away, you will get the opportunity to have a Oceania Cruises bathrobe, and I believe a Bulgari bath set as well. So you get a little bit of Oceania at home.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, at all of our live events, the Bulgari gift set goes down an absolute storm. Everyone who's putting it now on the chat, no. You're just telling everyone else the answer. It needs to. You need to enter our competition via our Travel Bulletin website. So go to travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition. After this, and you'll see all the questions. You can fill in the answers, and you'll be in with a chance of winning that Bulgari gift set with possibly a bathrobe as well. But and obviously you can then further, when Alex is in touch with you over the next sort of week or so, if he follows up on this specifically, he can tell you his exact dates for his honeymoon. So you can then follow up.
I won't be sharing it with you, Si, don't worry.
Thank you, Alex. We'll join you again
pleasure.
at the end.
See you in a bit.
Cheers. Thank you. Okay, our next wonderful supplier we have this afternoon is to be brought to you by Manav from on behalf of Alula. So Manav, where he's there, that right? He's all good. Manav, please share your screen, and I'll leave you to it.
Yes, time to go to Alula. All right, so hello everyone. I'm just gonna awesome. Cool. So Alula is located in the northwest of Saudi Arabia, and there are 45,000 people. Alula is a luxury boutique destination, so it's very, very common for catering towards curious travelers or people who would like to really step out of their comfort zone. And when I went to Alula for the first time in October last year, I did not feel like I was on Earth. So the UK has fantastic routes to get to Alula via one stop. So there's Saudia Air, Flynas, Fly Dubai, Qatar Airways, Gulf Air, and Royal Jordanian. So Qatar Airways, Gulf Air, and Royal Jordanian are pretty new flight routes, as well as Saudia. Recently, Saudia announced that they were going to be launching routes from Paris, Qatar from Doha, Gulf Air from Bahrain, and Royal Jordanian from Dammam. Alula also has 4 key heritage sites, and these range from Hegra, which is the world's or Saudi Arabia's first UNESCO World Heritage Site. And it is the core, I would say, site in Saudi Arabia and in Alula. So when you look at a lot of the photos of what Alula means, you'll usually see Hegra. We also have Dedan, which is known for their giant sandstone rocks, and it is the capital of Dedan and Lian kingdoms. We also have Jabal Ikma, which we would call a modern day library or a modern Twitter, which is known for having a lot of inscriptions and modern Arabic languages engraved in the walls. And last but not least, you have the Alula Old Town, which dates back to the 12th century, and it's got a lot of nice souvenir shops, restaurants, cafes. You'll find a lot of Raris in Alula and in the Old Town. So across these heritage sites, you'll find a lot of storytellers and Raris that are known to hold a lot of history and knowledge from these core heritage sites, because Alula is a very, very historic heritage destination, what we would call a living museum. So Alula is very known for its arts and culture, and Al Jadida is one of the main sort of attractions, and it is known for having the world's largest hand-painted carpet. And there are 5 key distinctive or districts in the area. So that's the Art Square, Gathering Square, Muad Yada Square, Qanat, and Oasis. Alula is also known for its oasis. When I went to Alula, I had the opportunity to walk the Heritage Oasis Trail. Again, it would usually be led by a Rari that will take you through the oasis, and you can also find yourself at Daimuma, which has a lovely outdoor restaurant and caters to the sustainable theme. So there are a lot of guided tours around the area, and the oasis is located right next to the old town. So they're all sort of in one area. So it's perfect. You have the blend of both the sustainability feature, heritage, history all together. So yes, we get to the luxury part. And Alula has been growing over the past few years. In 2025, they'll be opening up the Aman, and in 2027, they'll be opening up the Six Sense and the Azulik resorts. By the end of this year, we are expected to have over 800 room keys. And by 2030, we're expected to have 5,000 room keys. So over the past few years and coming years, it's going to be growing progressively. So when I had the opportunity to go to Alula, I stayed at Habitas. I will say both Banyan Tree and Habitas are both phenomenal 5-star luxury quality hotels. Banyan Tree is known for having 79 keys. Half of them will have a pool, or most of them will literally have a pool. There are a few 3 bedrooms. Most of them are 1 to 2 bedrooms. It has a fantastic Thai restaurant called Saffron. And Habitas, where I luckily had the opportunity to stay, there are these villas. There are 96 villas, and you have an outdoor patio, an outdoor shower. You will have your own personalized motorcycle, which you kind of get to ride, electric free e-bike, I would say. And it also, when you are going to the back of the resort, there's this nice restaurant filled with an outdoor pool covered by the giant sandstone rock. So it is pretty phenomenal. This year, we will have 2 upcoming luxury hotels. The first one is Dar Tantura, which was supposed to actually open in January, this last month, but it is now going to be opening up in March, and is actually going to be the first ever hotel to open in the Old Town, so it's a pretty big deal. And there will be 30 keys. And we also have the Hegra Boutique Hotel, which is going to be opening later on in the year. As of now, we like to call it the Hegra Boutique Hotel. Again, both hotels are going to be bringing in together heritage, history, luxury all together, because that's what Alula is. It has so many different core pillars, but the key ones we would say are usually the luxury, the authenticity, the local heritage, history, bringing all of those things together to create a living museum. So Hegra Boutique Hotel is actually later going to be called Chetty Hegra, but as of now, we like to just call it the Hegra Boutique Hotel when communicating to trade and media. And it's going to have 35 keys, and it's going to be the first hotel to open in Hegra. So right next to the Hegra Heritage Site, you will have the Hegra Boutique Hotel. Alula is known for its adventure, and it has a very profound relationship with the sky. So it is known for having incredible helicopter experiences, hot air balloons. Unfortunately, when I went to Alula, I did not get to ride the hot air balloon because it actually opened like a week after I went. So now you guys have the opportunity to actually get people to go to the Hero Flight hot air balloons, which is an incredible experience to go by dawn to watch the sunrise. You also have the stargazing opportunity in Garamio, where there'll be a local that'll actually tell you the story about how the ancients used to use stars as a way of communicating messages. So it's a really very sublime, very deep experience. And I actually really appreciated the opportunity to actually hear the story about how it was that the ancient, at times, the Muslims and the people back in Saudi Arabia used to use the stars as a way of communication. You also have Elephant Rock, which is a very famous Instagrammable spot. So you'll spot a lot of influencers and people having coffees, or there are a lot of like nice places to sit while you're watching the sunset and taking photos and just listen to really nice music that are being played. And there's also really good hot chocolate there. You can also go to the top of Al Hari. It's not shown here, but it's this incredible top of the area where you actually are being faced with the center, like the whole landscape of Alula itself, the giant sandstone canyons. And in the helicopter experience, you get a tour of the whole 4 key heritage sites. So Dedan, Jebel Ikma, Hegra, and the Old Town while you're in the helicopter. And it is an absolutely unreal experience. And again, I had the opportunity to do it and ride a helicopter for the first time. So it was truly amazing. We also have hiking and walking trails and cycling trails. So those are currently, some of them are still being built right now, and some of them are already live at the moment. Again, Alula is trying to present themselves as a very sustainable city, luxury, also sustainable, bringing all of these core themes together. So every year there tends to be a couple of festivals. So these are some of the main festivals that will be taking place in Alula every year. So ranging from music to wellness to arts to the skies and to history, just to celebrate Alula as a destination. Alula is just going to be finishing celebrating their arts festival at the moment, which is this. And again, this is just an example of what's presently going on in Alula right now. And the Desert X experience is one of the core events that's actually still going to be taking place until late March. So it's bringing together local and international artists to create visionary art of what Alula is going to be like. It's a very, very interesting project that will actually get people to wonder over the unknown, because that's something that we don't really tend to grasp and understand. So Alula and its festivals like to really go down to the deeper picture and its meanings. So this is Mariah, and it is known for being, I would say, the largest mirror building in the world. And it is known for having concerts, conferences, art exhibitions, destination weddings, and so on. This month, or actually earlier at this month, James Blunt performed there. And last month we had the Swiss Orchestra and a candlelit concert that were actually taking place both in Mariah, taking place in the ground floor. Then you actually have in the second and third floor, you have conferences. So many, many big meetings have taken place here, such as the UN WTO conference. And at the top of the Mariah, you actually have like a coffee shop and a restaurant and a spectacular view of the canyons. So from the Oasis, there are a lot of incredible restaurants from around the world that are being cuisines that are being inspired in Alula. So this includes Entrecote, which is the current photo here, inspired by French cuisine. You have Taulat Faiza, which is inspired by a grandmother's experience living in Alula and how she decided to create it was her idea to create the restaurant. My personal favorite is Somewhere because of its fantastic range of vegetarian and meat food. And as of last month, it was announced that Michelin star Alain Ducasse will be opening up, he's already opened up a pop-up experience, which is still going on in Alula right now until next month. And it's just to bring together his French cuisine and the incredible palette of flavors he's got. We also have Saus Alula that brings together a diverse menu from Monaco. So if you want to be a specialist of Alula, you can go to www.alulaspecialist, where we have competitions sometimes and training materials for you to actually possibly win the chance to go to Alula with a friend. And it's just known for having live modules just to immerse yourself with the materials. As of last month, the Royal Commission of Alula have announced their 8 preferred DMCs. When I got to go to Alula, we had Discover Saudi that took us. They were incredible. So all of these are great recommendations and opportunities for media and for people if they plan to go to Alula to definitely get in touch with these DMCs. And if you would like further information of Alula, you're welcome to go to our website, which is www.experiencealula.com. You can find our social media pages and, of course, the Alula Specialist website, where you have programs and material and trainings if you want to become a master in the destination, and our YouTube channel as well. Join us on a journey through time in Alula soon. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mano. That's fantastic. Really good. Lots to digest there, everyone. I've got a couple of questions for you. I've got a couple of people have said this roughly the same thing, Mano, which is how long would you recommend people would stay for? And if you can combine this in one answer as well, if possible. If it's sort of 4 or 5 days or something like that, is it a twin center opportunity with somewhere else you could recommend as well?
So definitely go for 4 nights and 5 days. Usually we recommend people to go on Sunday. So land in Alula on Sunday and actually leave by Thursday, because you're not there for the weekend. So you're actually there during the weekday where it's actually the best time to enjoy the core activities. And sometimes we do recommend people to go to Medina, which is close by. There is this K-Bar volcano, which is actually also based in Alula, and sometimes people just tend to go there. So around the area, so K-Bar as well. So we would say that by car, you can definitely go to those sort of places nearby in Alula.
Okay, well, that answers, I think, another question that someone's asked, Claire has asked as well. How do you recommend people sort of visit? Do you recommend people go on self-drive, or do you recommend people go on escorted touring, or what's the sort of the opportunities, many and varied, should we say?
I would say possibly doing the touring, because we definitely had someone who was driving us around Alula when I went to Alula. So I feel like you can definitely do it on your own, but it's definitely better if you want to immerse yourself in the opportunities. So the history, the adventure side, the local, the culture. It's quite difficult, but I would definitely say if you are someone who wants to really go dive deeper into Alula, definitely go on the tour. But if you're just there for like a short, quick break, then it's, I think, not that hard to just get around there by yourself. But definitely you do need to know how to drive. If not, then at least get someone who can drive you or hire a car or a driver.
Fantastic. Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much, madam. That's great. Please now, if you can, tell us about your competition question. Remember, all the answers are via the website, not on the chat. So tell us about your competition question and the prize as well.
Yes, of course. So our prize is an Alula goodie bag, and usually the prices tend to vary. So I might not say the correct items, but they could range from being like a notebook, a bag, a diary, pencils, just nice, cute items like a cap to just keep. And our question, and this might be a trick answer, but it is, how many new airlines have been announced since November 2023?
Okay, so don't forget, it's all on the website, all on travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition. The question is, how many new airlines have been announced since November 2023? Wonderful. Thank you, madam. I will see you again at the end if you can mute yourself and turn your video off. Right, we'll get going with our next presentation of this training webinar. This is to be delivered by Delphina Hotels and Resorts. Oh, Layla, how are you? Are you all right?
Yes, really well, thank you. And you?
Yes, well, apart from my cold, which I won't go on about again, I'm fine, thank you very much. I will leave you to share, and I hope I won't be back too soon.
Mm-hmm. Here we are. So good morning, everyone, and welcome. So let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Lelia, and I work in the sales and marketing department of Delphina Hotel and Resorts. So today I would like to take a walk with you to the north of Sardinia and tell you more about Delphina, the Sardinian family business. So maybe some of you have already been to Sardinia. We are right here in the middle of the Mediterranean. We are well connecting during the summer with all European cities, and the flights from UK are just about 2 hours. The island is well known for the sun, the beaches, and the amazing crystal clear water. This is a view over the archipelago of La Maddalena, which is right in front of our properties. Delphina was born right here in Gallura. We are local, we know this land in depth, and we are the specialist of Gallura. As you can see from this map, our hotels are all located along the coast of northern Sardinia. So we have 5 stars, 4 stars superior, 4 stars, residences, villas, starting from Costa Smeralda in the northeast to Badesi in the northwest. We have 8 different properties, each one with its own character, and all are a maximum of an hour or an hour and a half from Alghero and Olbia airports. In addition to being beautiful, this land has been hospitable for millennia. For this reason, since the birth of Delphina, it has come naturally to us to set our corporate mission, which is to offer an authentic Mediterranean hospitality in unique places. Delphina has been elected again the best Italian hotel group at the 2023 World Travel Awards, and also proudly world's leading green independent hotel group. And who better than Delphina, which is a family business created, guided, and supported by a Sardinian family, can transmit this value. So here you can see the brand manager, Elena Montoni, from the left, our president, Francesco, our general manager, Libero, and our CEO, Marco Montoni. Now, let's discover the properties. This is Resort Valle dell'Erica, Thalasso and Spa. It's located near Santa Teresa Gallura. It belongs to our 5-star collection. It's nestled in a stunning park of 28 hectares with over 1.5 kilometers of coastline, overlooking the islands of the archipelago of La Maddalena, Corsica, and Bonifacio. You can spot the French mountains in the background, and the resort consists of 2 hotels, Hotel Erica and Hotel La Licciola. We have 7 restaurants here and private cabs all around the coast. So being part of the 5-star collection, guests have the possibility of arriving by helicopter, flying over one of the most transparent archipelagos in the world. We are immersed in the Mediterranean maquis and among granite rocks, and here lies our first-class Thalasso and Spa wellness. There are these outdoor seawater Thalasso pools, which are heated at different temperatures. And this is our main beach, La Licciola. Most of the rooms have sea view and some also private pools overlooking the main beach. All of the bays are connected through a natural trail, which allows guests to do a healthy walk, immersed in this oasis of peace. And the hotel is equipped, of course, with a baby, mini, and junior club, which is called Erica Land. It's the kids' paradise. In this picture, kids are camping and in dinner after a long adventurous day. And this is part of the wide range of activities offered by Erica Land. Their activities change weekly, and most of them are outdoor. Here is the main beach, La Licciola, with all the services such as beach bars, sunbeds, umbrellas. No need to book in advance, as here is a first-come, first-served basis. And guests can also enjoy various private cabs inside the resort. This is, for example, Caracoli Bay. It's located near a beach bar where guests can also enjoy some fresh summer food. And in one of these cabs is located Restaurant Lizzini, where clients can eat barefoot on the sand for romantic dinner or special occasions. Among the restaurants very appreciated by the clients, there is also Liccusoni. It's our Sardinian restaurants for an authentic Sardinian experience. She's Kika, our chef Liccusoni, and she knows all of the secrets about Sardinian cuisine, which guests can learn during their cooking classes. This is one of the archipelago suite with private swimming pool. You see here the sliding door that separates the living room from the bedroom, and this is the outside area. This is the Archipelago Penthouse Suite. It's an exclusive 300 square meter suite with private pool. It's located in the highest part of the resort. And at a glance, you can see Corsica, which is the French island, but also most of the island that belongs to the archipelago of La Maddalena. And now let's jump to Palau. This is our 5-star collection called Hotel Capodorso Thalasso and Spa. It's very romantic, perfect for couples looking for relaxation. It's a boutique hotel, 86 rooms in the middle of this large park. You can see the golf course, a private marina, and 2 sandy beaches. One of them is equipped with sunbeds and umbrellas. It's nestled in lush greenery, and this is, for example, Cala Selvaggia, one of the 2 beaches reachable with a promenade from the hotel. The golf course, pitch and putt 9 holes with driving range, is also ideal for beginners. And among the various restaurants, there is also a platform on the water, which is called the Il Flottant, and overlooks the island of Caprera. The main restaurant is called Gli Olivastri, where you can dine among olive trees, really romantic. And this is the exclusive Thalassotherapy Center overlooking the sea, which also offers outdoor treatments. And the main view of the main pool and the cliffs, where guests can sunbathe or sip a drink under the shadow of a juniper tree. And now let's jump to the west coast, precisely to Isola Rossa. It's a small fishing village where is located the Hotel Marineda Thalasso and Spa, also a 5-star property. The hotel overlooks the bay of the same name. This hotel is suitable for both couples and families. This is the main beach, La Marineda, where guests can find facilities such as umbrellas, sun loungers, the beach snack bar, dressing rooms, showers, and as well as the snack bar where guests can also have lunch here. There are 3 restaurants with buffet or table service, and also the beautiful terrace of Il Tramonto, which means sunset in English. Wellness is also the focus of the Marineda. Here we have the largest thalassotherapy center among the Delphina hotels, 2,500 square meters dedicated to wellness and 15 cabins for thalassotherapy and beauty treatments. And we also have 3 open-air pools with various temperatures and jacuzzi, and one of them is semi-covered. We remind you that we have a transfer service to the hotels, bookable via our website. Helicopter transfers are also available on request. We also have our own fleet of boats, which includes some luxury charter boats for wonderful excursions to the islands of the archipelago. And also a vintage sailing ship, a wooden Norwegian boat built in 1927. The itinerary includes navigation among the main islands of the Maddalena archipelago. And now just a quick hint of our values. Starting from our commitment to the environment, we only use 100% green energy in all the properties. And on our website, you can find in full our We Are Green protocol. When we talk about sustainability, we are talking about a path that we started even before Delphina was born, when there was not yet so much talk about sustainability. Our commitment is reflected, for example, in our printed matter. We print on certified paper and with vegetable inks. The spa products, are organic, and the cleaning detergents are Ecolabel certified. We are also closely connected with the territory and our traditions. Therefore, we have chosen to use local craftsmanship in our furnishings, such as traditional handcrafted rugs or hand-worked twisted iron for the headboards. Good food has always been an important issue for us as well. For 30 years, we have been exploring the culinary excellence of Sardinia to offer local food in our restaurants. This is why we have created the brand Genuine Local Food Oriented. The aim of this brand is to use as much as we can 0-kilometer products. And this continuous research has led to the creation of Delphina Selection, thanks to partnership with local producers. This project brings together the best local food and wine products carefully selected by the Muncioni family. Some of you may also know that Sardinia is one of the 5 blue zones, one of the 5 areas in the world where people live longer thanks to the quality of life, eating habits, and daily lifestyle. And among the 9 habits that have been identified in common between these 5 blue zones, there are several that can be lived and experienced daily during the Delphina holidays, such as being outdoors, following the Mediterranean diet, consuming olive oil. So please remember, we take care of our guests from the moment they arrive at the airport, where we have a welcome desk until their departure. We also have a new honeymoon catalog where you can find all the offers and new packages for these kind of special occasions. And all properties can be booked on our website. In the agency area, you can enter with your password and username and check availability and prices online and book in real time. Travel agencies have a base commission of 15% plus over commissions depending on sales targets. And here comes the end of my presentation. I appreciate everyone for being here.
Thank you, Leila. That was fantastic. Really good and really good timing as well. Really loads of, yeah. It was all good. We learned lots there, and I've seen Leila's presentations both live and on webinars as well, and she has so much to get through. So fantastic, well done. I've got a few questions, and I think actually a couple of them were asked before you got to the transfer sheet, the sort of transfer slide. But one of them was asking basically, is anything included in terms of transfers, or is it bookable via the website as you go through it?
Yeah. It's bookable through website as you go through. Yeah, exactly. Cars transfers, helicopter transfers in our 5-star properties. It depends on the request.
Okay, Claire as well asks, is there a standard board that is offered on all the properties, or is it bed and breakfast and then you add whatever board basis you want to reside on?
Yeah, usually we have half board, full boards. So yes, still it depends on what they ask for. Yeah, they can pick.
Okay, and Rich asks, is it the Delerica which is best for the families?
Which one is the best for the families?
Yes.
So I would say Marineda and Valle dell'Erica. They are both suitable for couples and families, while Capo d'Orso is suitable more for couples. It's romantic, it's a boutique hotel, it's smaller. So yes, and we also have, of course, mini club in Marineda and Valle dell'Erica as well. So yeah.
If you've got the mini club, I think that's the winning thing. But okay, fantastic. Thank you very, very much, Lena. That's fantastic. Please now give us a little bit of news on your wonderful prize and what the question is.
Yes, so the question is, what's the name of the Delphina's wedding catalog? And the prize is a 3-night stay on half board in one of our 5-star properties.
Wow. Awesome. Okay, there's going to be a lot of people jumping on the website after this. So remember, you go to travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition. And you might be, I know, great prize. Absolutely, Lisa. I completely agree with you. It is a great prize. A 3-night stay for 2 at one of the Delphina hotels and resorts on a bed and breakfast basis. You won't want to stay on bed and breakfast basis because the food looks wonderful. You'll be competing with others on there's a lot of food going on today. Anyway, so go to the website, answer that. Thank you again, Leila. We'll see you at the end.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so good. If you're watching on this live or on demand, make sure that you enter the competition before this Sunday. Otherwise, you won't be in with a chance to live a life of luxury at the Delphina, at one of the Delphina hotels. So remember, before Sunday at 4 o'clock, I think that's when it closes. Okay, let's move to our next presentation. It's Steve Stewart from Santikos Collection. Steve, are you there? You are.
I am, Simon. How you doing? Cold bearing up, is it?
Cold is as you can hear, is doing beautifully. Yes. I will leave you to share because I shouldn't.
Thanks, Simon, and thank you, everyone. And let me just get to that. And here we go. Right. Okay. Right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Steve Stewart. I'm here to tell you about the Santikos collection, which are a collection of 3 hotels on the beautiful island chain known as the Sporades. So the Sporades Islands you can see them across there on the map, just south of Halkidiki, and the Sporades consist of Skiathos, Skopelos, where Mamma Mia was filmed, and also the beautiful island of Alonissos. Flights to Skiathos from the UK take just under 3 hours. For the summer, news is that EasyJet will be flying there from a few of the UK departure points. Jet2 fly there. British Airways actually do a flight as well from London City in the summer months, plus as well TUI. Sales manuals, there's a link on the bottom there if you just want to write that down. It's innovahospitality.com. Go to manuals and you'll find their full details about all of the properties in the Santikos collection. So I don't know about where you are, but down here today in Brighton, the weather is absolutely atrocious. It's pouring rain outside. So let me talk to you about 3 beautiful hotels in Greece. Firstly, there's the Skiathos Princess. And then there is the Aegean Suites Hotel. And finally, the Marpunta Club over on Alonissos. And the beauty of these islands is that they're very, very easy to island hop between them. So to get a ferry from Skiathos via Skopelos over to Alonissos takes about an hour and a half. Now, when you've got clients that are trying to do island hopping in Greece, trying to get around, say, from Crete to Mykonos to Santorini, that can take about 8 hours by ferry, and you're going across open ocean, there's a chance of cancellations, etc., etc. Whereas island hopping around the Sporades, very, very easy to do. And if you've got clients that want to book a hotel stay in Skiathos or in Alonisos, then they will have the transfers included if you book with one of the major tour operators. So starting off,
I think we've got a problem with your connection, Steve, or
And,
something's
the
happened
bus.
anyway.
beg your pardon?
Yeah, so yeah, something went wrong then. Okay. Right, guys. I'm sure Steve can rejoin us in a second. Fingers crossed. There he is. Right.
I'm back again.
Yeah, you're back again. We can't get rid of you that quickly. If you could rejoin us at the start of the Princess again, Steve. Sorry, we lost you. I don't know what happened, but we lost you.
Hi, no, mine's was on. Right, okay, so let's go back to that. And here. Are we back on now? Everything okay? Right. Okay, good. Right, so back to the Princess Resort in Skiathos. So, forgive me if I'm repeating myself here. I often say to people, if you've never been to Greece before, Skiathos is a great place to start because it's a very small, almost perfectly formed island. It's a very green island, lots of sandy beaches down the east coast where most of the hotels are. You've got the lovely Skiathos town up to the north where the airport is, and there's a bus that runs up and down the east coast, so it's very, very easy to get around, and it's a very beautiful island to enjoy. So this is the Princess Resort. As I said, about 130 rooms in total. You can see along the bottom here, there's quite a few family suites, which I'll tell you about in a minute, and a kids club. So really is a perfect opportunity and perfect option for families to stay in. You've got the restaurants, main restaurant there to the left-hand side, and there is also the fabulous beach bar and restaurant there, which specialises in fish, needless to say. The beach is a blue flag beach, beautiful sandy beach, gently shelving out into the ocean. And the last time I was there, I think it was in October, and yes, it was still warm enough to swim in the sea. Now, there's a range of rooms within the Skiathos Princess. So just to tell you about one of the best ones for families are these family suites. So you've got one separation there. So you have the kids sleeping on one side, parents sleeping in the other half, and the parents are then sleeping there just next to the door, which takes you into this nice little garden area. So often you find these family suites might be going out onto a concreted balcony or something similar. But here you've got this nice grassy area, which then leads out onto the grassy area next to the hotel and out down to the beach. So Skiathos Princess is perfect for families. For those that want an adults only stay, there is the Aegean Suites, which are also in Skiathos and just on the edge of Skiathos town. So from the Aegean Suites, it's about a 10-minute walk into town. There's 21 rooms in total. Not good for people that have got any walking difficulties because it goes up the hillside here. And you can see from here its aspect down with views out to the sea. But as I say, it's a beautiful little adults-only property, 5-star adults-only property, 4 bases as bed and breakfast on half board. You can also use the facilities in the Skiathos Princess Hotel if you wish. But this would be a good option perhaps for those clients of yours who are perhaps going on a honeymoon, they want to do something a bit different, want to do an island hopping adventure around the Sporades, start off with the Aegean Suites, then take the ferry, which I said takes about an hour and a half round to Alonisos. And because they're just on the edge of the Skiathos town, perfect to enjoy all that the town offers as well. So on then to probably one of my favourite islands in Greece, the island of Alonisos. Now, Allonosos, again, like I say, you'll fly into Skiathos. Transfer time from Skiathos to Allonosos is about an hour and a half. And the beautiful thing about Allonosos is most of it is actually within a marine sanctuary. And it's pretty much like going back in time. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Lots of uninhabited islands around about it, beautiful pristine seas, and just an absolutely gorgeous place to go and relax. So Santikos, they have a hotel there, the Marpunta Club, which has just over 100 rooms. You can see here it's situated on a peninsula. You've got a main pool, you've got beaches on either side. The waters are just absolutely pristine, crystal clear. The tennis courts, restaurant, and a few different room types just situated up on slight incline here. There is a golf buggy service available 24/7, so peakers can get up and down if they need it. But I mean, we're talking 50-meter walk to where the restaurant and everything is. But like the previous presenter was talking about, you can just see the beautiful seas that you've got here. Just gorgeous, beautiful blue, very, very clear waters, because, as I said, it's within a beautiful marine sanctuary. The rooms in the Marpunta are of a Greek village design, classical Greek colours, and just mirroring the beautiful views across over the Aegean. Just absolutely fantastic. As I say, don't know if you look out your window today, I'm sure you've not got that view. It's very, very different down here. But that makes it all the more exciting to go across to Allonosos and to discover what's on offer there. Now, one thing that makes Allonosos particularly unique is the fact it's got Europe's only underwater archaeological park. And there's an old Roman galleon which is sunk there, and you can actually dive or snorkel on this wreck, which is very unique, so it's sort of sunk straight down, and all the old Roman amphora. So if you've got anyone that's interested in diving or snorkeling, then this would be a very, very unique place to go. And this is a shot I took one time I was out there. This just shows you the second biggest town on Allonosos, down there in the distance. And as I said, with the marine sanctuary, all around it are just these beautiful uninhabited islands. If you see down there, you can see some boats in the bottom. That's next to, these are the boats, next to Stena's Tavern, which I recommended to a friend who went out there this summer, and he was on Allonosos for 5 nights, and they spent 3 nights dining in the taverna, because it's just beautiful Greek food, classically done in a wonderful, wonderful setting. So if your customers are wanting someplace different to go this summer, want to explore some more of Greece, get a bit off the beaten track, go away from some of the bigger islands, talk to them, say to them, present to them the beautiful options that are available on Allonosos. In particular, you've got the Marpunta Club. And as I say, it's very, very easy to island hop between the islands of Skiathos and Allonosos. So you've got Princess Resort, which is family-friendly hotel, the Aegean Suites, which is an adults-only hotel, and then the Marpunta Club, where you've got not just a beautiful setting to relax in amongst the marine sanctuary, but those that are interested in diving or snorkeling options, you can actually dive on a sunken Roman galleon. Island hopping is very easy to do. All the major tour operators, Classic Collection, Sovereign, Kuoni, Jet2, First Choice, all feature the Princess, all feature the Marpunta, so it's very easy to book island hopping packages between the two. And the sales manuals can be found there. And as I say, just think of that view when you're thinking about going to Greece at some point this summer. Okay, so thank you for that. Hopefully it worked without any further ado. We'll go back now to Simon.
Absolutely fantastic. We dealt with it like true professionals, Steve. We didn't have any idea what had happened. You carried on regardless. I thought it was just my computer. I thought I'd frozen. It was only when I sort of literally within a few seconds, Cheryl and a couple of others came straight back to me and said, no, he's frozen, or I've frozen, or whatever. So I knew I wasn't alone. So, but we got there. I think you only lost about 20 seconds. So we're all good.
Okay, the system works, Simon. That's the main thing. So.
I do it just to show you. I listen to everyone's presentation as it's going along. It is I did particularly found it very funny. I laughed out loud when you said about looking outside at what your view was at that point in Brighton, because my view is just it's coming down like cats and dogs here.
Absolutely
So
atrocious. I think there's more water on the pavements outside here than there is in that last picture I showed you of the sea and the Aegean. You know, it's terrible.
I've got a couple of questions we will fire through if I can do. Right, okay. Cheryl does ask, now that we've got the sound and everything else back, she asks, on what board basis are they all different, or what do they all offer?
They all offer bed and breakfast and half board.
Okay, so everything's. I'm going to ask about the middle one, and I forgot the name of it now. The
Aegean Suites, the adults only property.
Right, so that one you say is a 10-minute walk into town. I think I'm right in saying.
Yes.
And I've got someone who asks, with regards to that, you say something about you can use the other facilities of the Princess as well. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes, because there's no beach at the Aegean Suite, so you can take the little shuttle bus down to the Princess, and you're welcome to use the facilities, the beach facilities at the Princess as well. And you can with prior arrangements swap your dinners around, so you could have dinner in the Princess as well. So
that's what I was going to ask. If there's a meal arrangements are interchangeable as well.
Yes,
Okay, great.
as well.
Okay, now on the final hotel, your favourite island, which I don't want to make the attempt at saying,
Alonisos.
Alonisos. So for that, is there anywhere that you can go nearby that you could experience a bit of sort of like local colour, should we say?
Yes, beg your pardon. The main town is about 4 kilometres from the Mar Punta Club, and that's where the ferries from Skiathos come into. So the hotel, you can do a shuttle bus from the main town into the Mar Punta, but the main town is probably about 4 times the size of the second biggest town, which you saw was a very, very small town. So it's not big. It's just lovely. It's got a collection of tavernas around the harbour, very, very picture postcard archetypal Greece, you know, small harbour, a few restaurants around there, and then a few little sort of apartment blocks and studios behind it. But yeah, it's 4 kilometres from Mar Punta.
Okay, no, that's great. It sounds like you have a really tough job going and checking these places out and seeing that they're okay.
I'll send you photos, Simon.
Yeah, not of Brighton though. I don't need that. But that's fantastic, Steve. Thank you very much for that. If you can now give us a rundown on what your prize is and then your question.
Thank you. So the prize is a £50 John Lewis gift voucher. And the question is, what is the name of the collection of islands that Alonisos is in? So what is the group of islands called that Alonisos is within? Okay,
so for your chance to win a £50 John Lewis voucher, what is the chain of Greek islands that includes Alonisos called? Okay, remember, go to our website, travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition. Apologies if my diction is not that clear today. It's the cold. So, Steve, I will see you again in 10 minutes or so. And we welcome our final presenter of the day today. I know he will have been watching everyone else's presentations and thinking, well, I think I stack up pretty well here. So please tell us, Oliver, do unmute yourself. There we go. Are you well anyway?
Yes, perfect. And it was really nice to see such beautiful properties here. So I have no idea where I should go next for.
I think you do. But please do share. I'm going to keep my microphone on just briefly in case we have any issues, but otherwise do share and let's hear from you.
Okay, so let's go to the Caribbean. We go for a nice travel to some of our nice properties. We do have 23 hotels of Bahia, Principe in Spain, the Canary Islands and the Balearic Islands on Mallorca. And we have 23 hotels all over the Caribbean, in Mexico, Dominican Republic, and in Jamaica. Yeah, here, welcome to the Caribbean. I think a picture says more than 1,000 words. We're gonna join this beautiful place, which is the Dominican Republic. Now here you can see our different logos, which is the Bahia Principe Gran, and this is for vacation for everybody, and the 5-star, nice surrounding, nice properties. And beside, you can see here on the map the Bahia Principe Fantasia, a perfect hotel for family stays. And the third brand we have is the Bahia Principe Luxury. As you can see, we always have in each region and each destination also a Bahia Principe Luxury and a Grand. So the clients may choose. And the Bahia Principe Fantasia is based in Punta Cana. And here we are in Punta Cana at the Bávaro Resort. And I have a lot of new images and pictures here with me today. This is how the main pool at the Bahia Principe Gran Punta Cana is right now. We just finished the pool in last September. So you have the small pool, 3 options here in front, and then you cross the beach and then you are in the big pool and the beautiful crystal clear water of the sea. Yeah, we have a nice island here before the pool area with a lot of nice places, bars, restaurants, places to relax and enjoy your stay. You have different options, and of course also for our children, our brand new kids club in Punta Cana in the Bávaro area, the mini club for being little master chefs. You can see the kitchens here, and there is also much more entertainment for kids here in Bávaro. And then if you are a little bit older and you want to enjoy a nice meal, then you have here 5 different restaurants right in front of the beach at our Las Olas area. And well, there is a lot of different tastes. You can join the fish market, the Thai restaurant, or the Mexican, and even a Greek restaurant. We have Brazilian food and, of course, local foods, and you can choose between these 5 restaurants and all the other ones, which are in each hotel based. We always have a buffet and an a la carte restaurant for you. Another example of one of our brand new restaurants in the Punta Cana area, this one based in the Bahia Principe Luxury Esmeralda, our Mongolian restaurant, something different. So you can choose a nice restaurant every day, another cuisine. Here we have our Indian restaurant. And well, what else do you need? Apart from the beach, the sea, nice places to eat, you have very spacious, nice rooms. You can see we have for families, couples. So this is an example here. We have our Junior Suite Premium in Punta Cana, just renovated in December. A swim up example, Junior Suite, also in Bávaro. And then you can see the swim ups, brand new, all just opened in November last year, the Bahia Principe Luxury Esmeralda. Everything is totally up to date and renovated. Yeah, from the Luxury Esmeralda with our water park for children to we go over to some other places like the Bahia Principe Luxury Amba, which is our neighbor hotel for adults only if you want to choose to stay as a couple without children and not so much entertainment and shows, a little bit calmer, then please join our Luxury Amba. Inside you have the Aquamarine. All, as you can see, very nice properties. We don't have too much room types, so clients can choose between Junior Suite or Junior Suite Family. So yeah, and if you don't have a family, then you are with your couple there. Maybe you fell in love again and you want to join a wedding. We can arrange that inside our hotels for you, and we can arrange also special requests for wedding packages at all of our hotels. Yeah, if you are a little bit tired of kissing and being just married, so maybe you want to go and play some golf, no problem. We do have two nice properties, our own golf courses, one in the south of the Dominican Republic in La Romana, and the other one in Mexico, Riviera Maya. Now we go quickly to the south, and here you can join the really typical Caribbean flair, the white sandy beaches, thousands of coconut palms and the sea. So this is very typical in the south, La Romana beside the Santo Domingo capital. Here we do have our beautiful hotel, the Bahia Principe Luxury Bougainville, and this is also an adults only. From the south, we go opposites. This is a 2.5 hours road trip, and then we come to Samaná in the north of the island, right in front of the Cayo Levantado beach, the Bacari Island. You have a nice nature there. You have very beautiful waterfalls. You can do diving. You have the buckle whales right now from January till March, right in front of your hotel, 2,500 buckle whales. Yeah, from here, wrong direction. Here we go. We have our Bahia Principe Gran Samaná. You see a beautiful property with this own beach right beside. And then we go to El Portillo on the other side of Samaná. And yeah, you can see it's also renovated. It's a perfect property, very nice pool area, and right in front of the beach. Everything you need for a beautiful vacation. This is the Bacari Island, our Cayo Levantado resort in the north of Samaná, right in front, 5 minutes from Samaná. You go by boat, we will pick you up, and you're on your own island. This is only possible to book directly towards Bahia Principe. We don't work with other tour operators. We do the direct selling, and it's one of the leading hotels of the world. We go over to Mexico, the Riviera Maya in the south, beside Akumal, Uxmal, and Chichen Itza, the Maya temples. And there are beautiful beaches, and our hotels are really not too far from there. You can have a nice trip with a car, and then you can join the Maya culture. An example of our Bahia Principe Luxury Akumal, really beautiful hotel. Also renovated in 2023 last year, and these are the deluxe swim up suites, and you see our beautiful rooms at the junior suite premiums. The restaurant is brand new. It's one of the 3 restaurants we have there. You can see the Mexican style. And this is a property, you can see by drone, a really perfect area, nice to stay. Yeah, from there we go to our Bahia Principe Gran Tulum, and with this beautiful restaurants and nice surrounding. You can see here the Cobar, the Grand 5-star hotel, Cobar. It's just behind our Hotel Tulum, so we go by train. Or you can have a short walk. It's 10 minutes, and then you are directly at the beach. Last but not least, the Siancan, adult only, with its old golf course, 5-star luxury, so really a perfect property. And then we go over to Jamaica. We do have 2 resorts in the Runaway Bay area beside Montego Bay in the north. And we do have the Bahia Principe Grand Jamaica there with brand new room types for you, and our Bahia Principe Luxury Runaway Bay. So you can choose between bachata for the Caribbean, or maybe you want some reggae here in Jamaica. Oh, and we are coming to the end of my presentation. This is for you if you would like to have a screenshot here to just get a picture of our QR code, and then you go directly straight to bahiaprincipe.com, our reward center, and you can register as a travel agent. You get 3,000 extra points plus the points you get for the first registration, and you can change these by excursions, or if you want to join the spine wellness at our hotels, just say it at the reception, and these reward points go directly to you to enjoy inside our destinations. Yeah, this is a web code, Webinar UK February. Please just a short screen print-out, and then you have the details to register and to get your extra points. Thank you very much. It was again nice to be with you third time, and sorry for the technical problems at the beginning.
That's all fine, Oliver. Don't worry. That's great. If you can unshare, that's great.
Yes.
And then I've got a couple of questions for you. There we go. All good. Yes, Rich asks, the property that is part of leading hotels of the world.
Yes.
He asks, is that something that you can only book direct then, or can that be via sort of tour operators as well?
Yeah, that's. Thank you for the question. As I said, we do it by direct selling. So just visit our bahiaprincipe.com website, and then you have an area which is called Pro Agents, and there you can do your request, and we will send you all information, photos, fact sheets, the rates for different room types. Just as a short information, in low season, we are talking about around $250 per person and night. And then it's up to you, whatever you want. So the booking is directly, or you can join the OTAs and book through different online portals.
Okay, fine. Good as well. Drew asks as well, in terms of dinner reservations, is that always via the app, or can you do it in the hotel at reception and things like that?
Yes, if you have booked Bahia Principe luxury property, then you can join all restaurants. Just advise at the reception a day or two before, and then we can do a nice reservation. The same is for the other hotels. There is so many restaurants and so many options. Just present yourself at the reception, and they will do the reservation for you.
Right. Okay. Thank you for that. At the end of Oliver's presentation, there was a little bit of detail about how to get reward points and what you can do. Instead of a separate prize, what Oliver's doing is very kindly giving away some extra reward points to everyone who's taking part. So can you tell us about that, Oliver?
Yes, we just wanted to say thank you to all of you, and this is our thank you. Some extra points, which is more or less like $35 US, and you get another $10 on your registration. So we are talking about $45, $50. Which you can join inside the hotels. You can change it for excursions or treatments. And for every booking you do, just fill in the reservation number of your booking, and then you get some extra points. By the end of the year, it's accumulated, so you have almost a full free stay if you are selling a lot.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, everyone. If you would be able to rejoin us, I'm just going to wrap up the webinar. We've come to the end of our webcast. As always, if you do need a recap, and I know some people always have to leave to sort of collect children or go and do whatever as we finish up. So if you do need a recap, then you will see the recorded version will be up tomorrow morning on our website, on our Facebook page. And if you can put up with it for the third time, you'll see it on YouTube as well. So I want to thank all of today's partners for their updates and brilliant training. Absolutely amazing. Everyone today has sort of kept to the 10 minutes or thereabouts. So really helpful. Thank you ever so much for that. When we do our final wave, as my colleague said in our rehearsal earlier, don't wave. Just put your hand up straight. Otherwise, what happens is we get a blurred image, and it'll feel, it's not good. It's not a good look. I don't look. If you can, all say goodbye. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We hope to see you again soon. Goodbye. Thank you, everyone. Okay, cheers. Bye-bye.